And we're the Couch Kushin crew.
Yes,
That's us.
For this intro episode, I'm just gonna explain kind of what we are about here. We're trying to make a stoner safe place, kind of like platform to talk about stuff like tips and tricks. Even seasoned stoners probably don't even know. I know I told my brother some of this stuff, and he's like, "What do you mean? There's actually things you can learn."
What?
We're gonna have a glass class, Miss V's glass class, where we're gonna talk about.
That's you.
That's you.
Oh my gosh, what? But talk about different like things that elevate your experience each time that you smoke. Product reviews. We even have a couple people already lined up to start reviewing for, such as like storage, smell-free storage, grinders, what have you. And we also have a bunch of side quests. Why don't we talk about the side quests, y'all? I'll give
So many side quests.
Which one are you looking for? I want, because we're not going to partake every time we do this show.
I love how he said it. I'm yeah.
Queen's gonna partake.
Well,
We know this.
We're in the middle of the week here, so Corey can't.
Yeah,
And, I don't do like that.
yeah. I can't pop, so there's that.
Listen. I got you guys. It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, so in terms of side quests, though, there's going to be a lot. I think that some of the funnest ones are going to be
The funnest.
the most funnest are going to be kind of the ones where we go completely down just random rabbit holes, especially food related. We've talked about doing local food adventures while inebriated. I think that'll be fun. And for me, I love the idea of the dank tank. I love the idea of just kind of hanging out and watching fucking fish, dude, because who doesn't like the aesthetic of a fish tank is very calming. I think that's why you get a fish tank. You don't get a fish tank so that you can bond. You can't pet a fish, right? So you get a fish tank so that when you wake up to piss at 2 a.m. and you walk down the hallway
And sleepwalk.
and when you sleepwalk and fucking walk out in the backyard and fuck with drinks that are part of your kid's fucking science project, you goddamn, yeah. But when you do these things, when you sleepwalk, this way you can get the aesthetic, a nice ambiance, a glow of a fish tank.
I
love a
forgot
nice
you were
glow.
talking about dank tank. Listen, we're talking to stoners here. If I can't comprehend this, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't hope we don't lose you.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're in the state of mind where V is, you might basically fish tanks. We like them, and
Yes.
we're gonna partake and
Fun games of Would You Rather.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what else. Ooh, we have stargazing ones. We're not going to give that away yet because that's to come.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have
Some of the side quests I'm looking forward to, like the cleverly named board games.
Oh yes.
I love that. The high score, where we're
Yes.
going to play video games. I like that. I think anything like that is going to be fun. We've got a vinyl idea in the works. We don't have a name for it yet.
yeah.
But like V said, this is basically just a place where you can come and it is a judgment-free zone. I switched to me just so I could stare right down the barrel.
I can look into your fucking souls.
Okay. That's
Judgment-free
So aggressive.
zone. There we go.
Yep. Safe space for stoners. That's all we want.
It is. It's a
And-
place to come vibe.
I know for me, like when I was learning to smoke and everything else, there was no centralized like area for information. So that's what we kind of hope to provide. And like we said, entertainment along the way.
Yeah, this
Hey.
is not a place where like let's demonize this. This isn't 1970s Caucasian suburbia. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to do this now. Really, it is. There's a lot of benefits to it: anxiety, pain management. It's funny because for years you think like the prototype is just like fucking Jeff Spicoli in the classroom ordering a pizza and shit. And, that's not, there's so many other, you can go buy the shit now at
Yeah.
the waterfront, dude. It's fucking crazy. You can buy gummies.
Yeah.
And we have.
Yes.
We
I keep
have
looking at the
there's already a trailer for that. So
That's
go
right,
ahead,
yeah.
go ahead and watch that one. That was fun for V over here.
Yeah, it was.
No animals were harmed.
None.
Just need to repeat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Buddy's still alive.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But I also think it's going to be a cool, because so this kind of was born off of episode 100 of Grease Pole.
Yes.
And this is,
That's
Go
a
watch.
good laugh. That's a good laugh.
for us, this is repeating because we may have had
Technical difficulties.
technical difficulties on the first time we did this. But it was born of that. We had such a good time doing that, and we feel like, well, people come to Grease Pole for Eagles talk. We never talk Eagles.
We didn't.
What if we move that stuff somewhere on its own?
Yeah. Well, it had. So there was like the weird phase where I had just become rebellious, and that was when we had like Sunflower Sirianni before shit got good, right?
He decided to rank peeps instead of talk about the Eagles.
Yeah, it's like let's rank peeps. Let's talk about random shit, and then
By the way, we might finish actually ranking peeps here.
I know, right? Like we did.
We
all
tried,
of them.
yeah, every peep there is to try, and then like we're gonna, in typical Grease Pole fashion, here let's plug something we're gonna do
and
for
never
a
get
month
back to it.
and never get to it. So
Literally everybody's probably like, they never told us what peeps were. the
yeah,
best.
if you were waiting on the Peeps Power ranking list, I hope
Spoiler alert, it didn't happen.
it didn't. Maybe we'll do it here. But that's kind of what it became. And then the birds got good and less depressing, and shit started happening. And it's like, you know what? This is supposed to be an Eagles pod. Let's still have fun and color outside the lines, because I never wanted it to be serious fucking Eagles pod.
But the ADHD suddenly started not being able to be contained, so it needed to go somewhere else.
Right.
And Justin helped us redirect it.
Yeah, it's like when you're doing 30 minutes of Peeps and 8 minutes of Eagles talk, like, all right, let's reevaluate some shit. You know what we can do? We can always just expand.
Yeah.
This is the expansion.
I think you just put it perfectly, like the ADHD, because we do it in Grease or Gear Freaks as well, where
Yes.
we side quest. We actually made a segment called Rabbit Hole on Gear Freaks for like a good couple months, because that's what we would end up doing.
Right.
And it's like, well, let's steal that and put that here.
Yeah,
Totally.
This is a perfect place for it.
I don't know what else we wanted to get into here, like as far as.
What was your stigma going into this, and how did it change?
Oh, look at V keeping us on track.
There you go. And then we'll sign out, I guess. I don't know.
So
we got plenty of time. Go ahead. Do your thing.
So stigma as far as, where I am right now, or stigma just in general? Like,
What was your impression before you started smoking, and where is your stigma now? Like,
Devil's lettuce.
no, I was never that. Like, I was never angry about it, except for when I turned 20 and I moved. So we moved here when I was like, I don't know, 13 or 14. So I'd been here about 6 years, and some of my friends smoked, and like, I just was relentless. You're dumb. Don't do that. That's stupid. And that's, I'm an 80s kid. Like, I was
Just say no, dude.
and that was everything. Like, just don't do drugs, and
Okay.
weed was lumped into that. I did do that last
You
time,
did.
didn't I?
You did.
So,
okay.
drugs are bad. I'm crying. Might as well get that in here. So like, for a good 20 years of my life, just over the head, weed is a gateway drug. It's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Okay.
And then, I just loosened up one day because so many of my friends were doing it that I was like, whatever. I still didn't start smoking for another like 5 or 6 years, but like, I just kind of eased up. And at this point, like, clearly, here I am, a 42-year-old man starting a podcast with two friends about it.
Yeah.
I must be
Yeah.
okay with it, I think.
Right.
Exactly.
So for me, it was I come from a family of drinkers. Okay, that probably just makes my entire gene pool sound like shit. But
Now, me too, man.
yeah. So that was what I was predisposed to. That was when I got to the age of, okay, pick a vice. That's the avenue I chose, and naturally, as one does, began smoking heaters at a very, very young age. So that's why the phlegm happens. And so it wasn't like I had virgin lungs here, okay? And I smoked for my first time at 21, and I had here and there, very, very, very occasionally, until V and I had met, and then it became more a part of my life. I just inadvertently made you sound like a horrible. Why are you looking at me that way?
What do you mean?
It's just I had been. You opened my mind to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't
I
like
was
you
your
were like,
shenanigan
here,
shaman."
smoke this shit. You know what I mean?
What's your shenanigan shaman?
Yeah, I'm an adult. I have free will. I have a choice. But
No, it's okay. I just sounded like a little like whisper in your ear, like, just smoke me.
Basically. And I was like, fine, okay. All right.
Chill the fuck out, Corey.
No, that's the thing, though.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, what is the worst that happens often is you chill the fuck out.
You eat
Mostly.
a lot of Stofers.
Oh my god, there was a time I made this like whole cake for, was it your birthday? I don't know, it was a birthday somewhere.
It was my birthday because
And-
it was funfetti.
And he walked out of the room and I got the cake out and I was already baked at this point. So I just started eating it and like I didn't take a knife and cut it like a human. I was just like, let me just eat this. And he came back and was
Yeah.
like, you ate like half the cake. Holy shit. She didn't even have time for like to cut a piece. She just ate it with the oh my god.
Straight up fork, dude. And naturally, this was the level up time we've told you about.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed another fork and was like, fuck it, let's do this shit. There's videos of this that we could show you.
Shorts.
Yeah,
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
We will end up
Shorts.
probably being
Put in the
content.
comments or like it if you want us to share these shorts. Just let us know. We'll do
Yes.
it. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck
Yeah,
not?
they will be out there because they were very entertaining.
Oh, hysterical.
Yeah, but that was my thing. It wasn't my parents and everything were very open with me about that type of shit. So it wasn't demonized to me. It was just that wasn't, and God knows I hung around enough people that did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that wasn't me. You know, that wasn't my choice. So
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
he's
That's
back
some
in the
solemn
day.
words. Solemn words.
Yeah, no, well, again, I'm speaking in retrospect. This was me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, drinking Four Locos
Oh
in the
God.
back of a parking lot, dude. Like,
No.
Yeah, things got pretty
Four
dark
Locos.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awful.
what's the other one? Juice.
Juice.
Oh.
Juice was first, and then Four Loco kept
Edward
happening.
40 Hens.
Yeah.
Your boy was the king of Edward 40 Hands.
Oh, you all are so gross. Ew.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I did not have that
That's why-
experience growing up.
Part of why I had to quit.
I did Jello shots like a normal human.
Those
Oh, I did those too.
Those are reasonable, right? There may have been a night where your boy had. Remember when the blue raspberries came out?
Mm-hmm.
Four Locos. I love blue raspberry shit. There
Oh my
may have been a
God.
night
'Cause
where
blue.
I had 8 blue raspberries in a night. Yeah, dude,
Oh, that's so gross.
8.
No.
And you know how you would feel after 2 of those motherfuckers.
Oh God.
3 would get you to the point of like, I'm not gonna remember the entire night.
Ugh.
Yeah, gross.
Yuck.
So anyway, it's
So
a weed
anyway.
pod though.
Yeah.
So on to my reasoning of what happened with me and whatever. So as you guys know, I went to boarding school and I had like a mixed past with marijuana. And I'd heard a lot of stigma of how it was a gateway drug. It was blah, 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 blah. Well, when you go to boarding school, all the kids that got kicked out of regular school, guess where they go? Boarding school. So I was introduced to all kinds of shit. But, like, I never felt peer pressured. All the people I was with, they were like, hey, you want to do it? And I'd be like, nah. And they'd be like, all right, cool. And then they just go on their day. So I didn't get to actually smoke weed until I was, like, however old I was in 2014. That was, yeah. So,
That age.
I want to say it was like 20 something. But anyway, after I did it, I realized there was a lot of stigma that is not true. And yeah, and I've made it my mission to learn. And hence this thing we're doing.
Isn't
all
it
of us.
funny how you said, first things first, no peer pressure? That's not to say I've never been peer pressured,
Yeah.
but like if you put it up against like drinking,
Liquor? Oh yeah.
like the amount of times I was
Or
getting
even
peer
sex.
pressured to drink while I was drinking.
Can we just talk about like sex too? Is it like I was pressured more for like even in my own like gender, like women are like, oh my gosh, you haven't had sex yet? That was more peer pressure than it was with like weed at all. Like weed was non-existent in my life compared to that kind of shit. And like
I think we should do an entire episode on peer pressure because
under pressure.
maybe I'm the oddball here, but my experiences were kind of different.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe we do that with the other one that we have to re-record today. Throw myself under the bus there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We laugh now. We laugh now.
Yeah.
But if
Technology's an asshole.
this is
sometimes.
also another precursor. Any of the podcasts to come, if they have like a moment of silence, it's because we had technical difficulties.
Yes.
So just
Yeah.
fast forward to that part.
Yeah, just be patient.
It
people.
changes with the next shot. So
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, you guys are loyal customers. You're loyal fans. You got this.
Yes.
I think that covered everything we wanted to cover on this one,
This
right?
is a solid intro.
Yeah, I think this kind of tells everybody what we're about.
Very, very
It's
solid.
gonna be a lot of
pilot.
fun and shenanigans. What short are you guys looking forward to, and what content are you excited to see? Leave a comment below and stay tuned, stay positive, and stay stoned. Hey!
Boom.